Hello children, welcome to your biology class. In the last video, we understood about the structure of seed and the types of seed. In this video, we are going to discuss about seed germination. So what is germination? You have read before. Okay, you try to remind once. So germination means when a seed gets sufficient amount of water, air, sunlight is called your germination. In other words, we can say the process by which the dormant embryo becomes active, grows and establishes itself as a seedling is called germination. So dormant means what is embryo? You understood in the last video, and dormant means it is the condition of biological rest. Okay, so this dormant embryo, it will active when it will satisfy, when it will get all the sufficient amount of nutrients, then only it will develop into a seedling. So this germination, let's understand with the help of a story. Timmy was a seed who used to live with his parent plants. Timmy was very small and tiny, but his parents were very big, leafy and had many flowers. So you can see this is your Timmy. Okay, that is a very small and tiny plant. Timmy asked his parents why he is so small and tiny unlike them. His parents told him that they and all their relatives were also like him when they were in the seed stage. Timmy asked them that if they were also like him, then how did they become so big and beautiful? To answer his question, they told him their story of becoming a fully grown plant from a tiny seed. Timmy's parents told him that they went through a process called germination to become a plant. Then the definition of germination, let's understand. Germination is a process by which a tiny embryo inside the seed grows into a plant. So you can see in this picture here from a seed how that can grows into a plant. Let's know about the process by which Timmy's parents grew into a plant from a tiny seed. When they were in the seed form, they also used to live with their parents. But one day they got detached from them and were told to live by themselves and grow. The seed was sown into the soil by a man that contained the baby plant. Okay, here you can see one man was sown into the soil. Okay, that man is putting in the soil. But to grow into a plant, seed had some conditions. Let's know about the conditions. These conditions were availability of water, air and favorable conditions like temperature, sunlight, etc. So as I told you before, that for the germination of a seed, the seed needs sufficient amount of water, air, temperature and sunlight. So these are the conditions that a seed need to grow into a baby plant. Water is very necessary for germination. Then how your water is helped for the germination, we'll see in another slide. Air is used by the seed for the process of respiration. So like any other organisms, a plant also respires. That is, that takes in oxygen, and seeds require energy for their proper growth. This energy comes from the respiration of seeds. So you know your plants take in the carbon dioxide and leaves the oxygen. So air is the important factor for the germination of seeds. Then, so during respiration, what happens there? Here you can see the diagram. During respiration, tiny plant inside the seed would be able to convert food. What is that? Present inside the food into energy. So this one is your the plant which is inside the seed. Okay. The tiny plant called embryo use this energy to grow. So in the seed only that plant that would able to convert the food into energy, so that by the use of energy only that can grow into further. Okay. The optimum temperature for the germination is 35 to 40 degrees Celsius. So next factor is your temperature, or next condition is your temperature. So the optimum temperature means the suitable temperature. Okay. So you can't grow the seed in very much low temperature or very much high temperature. That is different about the plants which is growing in your cold areas or in hot areas. But the thing is about the seed germination, the suitable temperature should be there. That is your 35 to 40 degree Celsius. So below 0 degree Celsius and above 40 degree Celsius, seeds fail to germinate. Under all these conditions, tiny embryo grew into a plant. So when the seed was satisfied with the conditions, it sprouted and produced a seedling which grows to form a young plant. So here you can see how that grows from a seed into a tiny plant. Sprouted means to come out from the soil and to grow into a young plant. Now Timmy knew how he will grow into a big and beautiful plant like his parents. So in this slide we will discuss how your water helps the seed germination. For the germination of seeds, water is one of the most important factor due to the following reasons. It softens the seed coat, due to which the seed bursts open. So after getting the water, the seed will burst. Burst means to come out. Okay, to come out from the soil. When the seed coat bursts, okay, so the seed will come out from the seed coat. So seed coat means the outer covering of the seed. The radicle elongates and grows to form the primary root. The plumule comes out and grows upward to form the shoot. So radicle and plumens means what? Radicle means your root parts, that is under the soil, and plumule means the shoot part. So the plumule, after developing, it converts into the shoot system, and the radicle, root, okay, the radicle develops into the root system. So we can say what is above the oil, that is your shoot, and what is under the soil, that is your root. Okay. And primary root means when your root started so radicle means this one, when your root develops, that is, and So remember, your radicle develops into your root. Okay, and primary root means when your root started developing. And you know what is primary root and secondary root? Primary root means from one root, okay, so many roots will be there. And secondary root means, that is your taproot system and fibrous root system. Okay, so in the taproot system, from the primary root, okay, from the one single primary root, there will be many fine roots. This is your taproot system. Okay, from one, so many fine roots are elongates. And what is fibrous root system? Fibrous root system is your, from, there will be your cluster of roots. Okay, there will be not any single root, there will be your cluster of roots. Cluster means your group of roots. Okay, so you understood about the primary root. Then the plumule comes out and grows upward to form the shoot. So as I told you, which one is your shoot system? Above the soil, it is your called your shoot system. So remember, your plumule develops into shoot and radicle develops into your root system. Then in dormant seeds, food material is stored in concentrated form. Water dissolves the concentrated food into the soluble form, which is used by the growing embryo. Water also activates enzymes, that is, the chemicals that facilitate absorption of soluble food by the growing embryo. So first thing, we understood that water softens the seed coat and it can burst from the seed coat. Then it grows to form the primary root. Then the plumule comes out and grows upward to form the shoot. The next, what will happen there? The dormant state. So dormant means, I told you, that is the biological rest. Okay, it is the condition of biological rest. So your seed, before the germination, your seed will be in the dormant state. Okay, then, so I told you your food material will be stored in the seed and it convert the energy. So when that will be stored in the seed, that is in the concentrated form. Okay, this water only dissolves that concentrated food and changes into soluble form. Okay, and that will be used by the embryo. And another way also your water helps the seed, that is, water also activates the enzymes. So in this diagram you can see how a plant grows from a seed. Okay, then your types of germination, that one we will read in your next video. Thank you. Take care.